Look at the working people. They stand at the tents every day, all day. They stand there doing that. That's what they stand there doing. And they work, and they do that all day until 6 o'clock in the evening, every day. They're working. They stand there and smoke cigarettes behind the tents every day. They do watch and see what they do to us. I'm not upset. I'm behind this. I'm just showing y'all, you know, it's all coming to an end. It ain't really much you can do without human rights, and I can't beg for human rights. So the only thing left to do is, you know, I done made peace with God. I just got to do what I got to do with my son before, you know, it's all said and done. It's difficult seeing your kids severely sexually abused and all of that, so it is. I can't show it now. I only can escalate once, you know, so the agenda was for me to die in this. I was supposed to be crazy and all of this other stuff, mentally unstable. None of this was true. This was done by the street people and the relatives that was in the streets that was working for the informers. So, I mean, working for the government. And all they had to do was use hearsay and the employees through their agencies in the Commonwealth of Virginia. And they continue the same things out here. So, as you can see, you know, we don't have human rights. None of that. It doesn't really matter. You don't have to do anything wrong. All of the stuff that was done, all they had to do was make the relatives jealous so that they would be willing to help. And that was it. Nothing happened. None of that. What's up, fam? So, you want me for something?
No. Sugar told me to wait down this way. I'm just getting some shade.
Oh, okay. But no, you good, fam. But you know, it's difficult. It is. It's very difficult. So, you know, I'm just blessed and fortunate people. I work hard to die as myself. I do not want to be out of my mind, upset, angry. I've made up my mind. So, you know, all of that, they don't have mental health services here to help anyone. You can't help people when you're using mental health to target them. So that was my whole point of, you know, showing people what was going on. We really do not matter. So, you know, and Suge, if you happen to see these videos, I've done all my crying. Look, I can't, I cry for you every day, so I won't be, you know, emotional. You can see where some of the things you won't remember based on the things that they've been doing. So, I mean, this is a normal thing. The reason why I understood what was happening to you, I've been talking to the grown-ups here that had already been through what you've been through, and I could see the outcome of what happened to them. And yeah, it's severe. So, this is done through our own people and communities, through the middle class, control the poor class, the people on top, push them, and nobody's accountable or responsible. It's a normal thing. So I was just showing you guys. That's it. You know, I have to be honest and speak my mind, so I did that. But I was just showing you guys from the beginning of all of this. I was telling you that, you know, this was all the government's way because of Senior Justice Supreme Millette Jr. From Commonwealth of Virginia and Commonwealth of Virginia Prosecutor Paul Ebert. This is true white power. And you can see how the blacks felt so privileged and like they had authority. You can see all of that. So I was just showing you. You too, fam. It's not that we can't make it or we don't. If you have anything good in you and you're capable, this is what happens to you. So the only people that's coming up are people that's willing to prey on other minorities. I just wanted you to see so we can start pretending, that's it. But, you know, in all love, fam, you know, and when I say fam, that's family, friends, and foes. It's all the same. You know, in the end of all of this, when I was mad in the beginning, I couldn't see. But in the end of all of this, what's going to happen to you and your families is a lot worse. And it makes me sad because, you know, you've already really put your children in bad positions, although, they're doing a great job with covering it up, and they've been doing it for a while. I know your time is up. So, this is what it is, people. Now I have to wait for the white folks to kill me. That's how I go. Or they may use the Negroes. It don't really matter. It's all the same. But, again, fine. Black lives don't matter. This is your Black Lives platform through the DMV that is working through the streets to target our children. Your DC Council and your Mayor Bowser, they are definitely directly involved. And you guys can see, so there's no reason to lie. This is what's happening. But anyways, I don't have time to waste, with y'all. I really want to tell my little babies I love my kids so much, and that's the 2 children I brought in the world, and all the kids I was blessed and fortunate to have as nieces and nephews, and through the communities and stuff. And I pray for y'all, because I realize y'all really don't have a chance at all in none of this. It's really severe and messed up, but this is something that we're doing as black people, so there will be no justice or any of that. All of that is just campaigns. All of the black people involved are assisting to. That's the only way. We don't have anybody fighting for us. And the thing is, if we're still fighting for basic human rights, we're way behind the 8 ball at this point. So, I'm blessed and fortunate. I thank God that I was able to, love and care, cherish my people, show them love through all of this, because it's a lot of hurt and darkness and stuff. So I'm grateful for that. But, now it's all coming to an end. So, I just got to spend these last, these whatever little few days or whatever time I got with my son. That's about it. But I'm fortunate and blessed. I'm not sad about dying. I'm sad about my son. I'm sad about not seeing him no more. I'm sad about what he has to do, what he has to face. I'm sad about the children. I'm really sad about that. But other than that, it is what it is. It's, this is a normal thing that's going to continue on through our communities, done by white people. This is your white power. And I just wanted to show you how privileged and how much authority blacks feel like they have by targeting their own people. So these are a lot of enslaved families. These families were brought up to do exactly what they do. They'll be connected and affiliated in the communities and throughout the government. So this is our new modern day slavery. I'm so glad I got to show you guys, a lot of the stuff that is going on and what's really happening, and how we don't have no human rights, because you get to see the medical records that DBH, DC Department of Behavioral Health, falsified. You get to see the records Virginia falsified. You get to see that this is all 3 branches of the government working together, and this is a federal predator ring. So, I leave a lot of these videos. My son was thinking that I was leaving them for other people to see. I'm not. I'm praying that, when he grows up, he'll get to see and know, the truth about what happened to him, and understand that this is a normal thing that's happening. And if he doesn't decide to be a predator and go along, that he will be pushed all the way under. The only way for him to come up in this is to go along. So it's severe. It's really severe. It is. So, it's just what it is, people. I've been fighting and pushing. So I already had told you when I came into this, I knew I was going to die in this. When they started coming out with crazy stuff about some dude and family issues, I already knew it was the government. I knew what time it was. So this is a real normal thing. For the kids, there's no streets, there's no gang. Anything that's promoted on that level, that's promoted on a higher level, it's images and facades. Because if the government allows you to stand on that level as a gang, you're definitely under their control. So the delusions and facades and all of the bullshit about what's happening, there's not much I can do about that. We choose to live in lies and not really face reality. So, just wanted to tell all the babies and all of the people that have been through this that, this is very, very normal. And I just wanted you to see for yourself because all these people going out their minds, walking around crazy, talking to themselves and all this stuff, you're ignoring it. But the same thing I'm showing you that happened to me, that's what happened to them. The only thing is I'm just going to die in it. I'm not going crazy. I'm sorry. I've been going through this all my life. That's not how I want to die. I'm going to die like me. That's why I take as much care of myself as I can. I do. I'm not about to beg for human rights. I'm not about to do that. That's the whole point of showing y'all, like, the stuff that y'all have going on. This is going on through a higher level. This is, even though the street people are used, this is how the crimes in the communities are committed, because then the informants have to worry about trying to cover themselves because they're an informant. Then you're doing something to them because they're talking to you through the government. It's a whole bunch of bullshit, and all of it involves 2 white millionaire men, Commonwealth of Virginia Senior Justice Supreme Millette Jr., and Commonwealth Prosecutor Paul Ebert. That's it. This is total white power. White power. And I'm not against you white people. I'm not against you. I feel like, my people wants to be slaves. They feel like that's what they need you to do to enslave them. I don't have a choice in what they decide. I'm just one person. So, I understand that my life is going to be taken in this. I'm totally aware, white people, it's cool, It's a great thing that you're doing the things you're doing, You're great, beautiful people. So are the enslaved blacks, and everyone's helping you. You're all wonderful people, If it wasn't for you great people, the world would be a different place. And, we have to thank you for all that you do in this world and why this world is all good and great and awesome and wonderful. It wouldn't be that way without you. So I truly thank you, white folks.